Well, good old JR had a really great episode of Grilling JR this week with Conrad Thompson. They were talking about the entire history of the WWE developmental system, all the way back from like the Jim Cornette OVW days and even before then, where they had like the fucking Dory Funk dojo and they were just training guys up from scratch. Like Edge was in like one of those first classes. It was a really fun episode to listen to. It's a long one. It's about 2 hours. I guess that's about normal for JR. But they get really into a lot of detail about the full developmental system all the way up to NXT. And it's very fascinating to hear how all of that came together. But in this particular clip here, it was at the point where they were talking about how Jim Ross, who hired Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis, gave him a job when he needed one, ended up replacing Jim Ross as the head of like talent development or whatever they were doing at the time. Jim Ross was the man in charge of the developmental and the developmental territories and all of that, and it was taken over by Johnny Ace. And Jim Ross did not hold back about how he really feels about old Johnny Ace. Check out this clip.
You know, when you eventually are replaced as head of talent relations by Johnny Ace, that means that Johnny Ace is now going to step into your spot in helping handle some of these developmental relationships too. Could you see the writing on the wall that maybe Johnny Ace, Jim Cornette weren't going to see eye to eye all the time?
Oh yeah, that was easy.
Yeah,
that wasn't hard, you know. And of course, a new guy gets a job. He wants to put his own spin on it, his own feel, and I never had any problem trusting Cornette. I had a hard time as time went on trusting Laurinaitis, and that's sad to say, but that's how it works. And I hired him. I gave him a job when he needed it, and then I got. I don't think he treated me quite right. Again, he was wanting to show Vince he's a better manager than JR, and all these things. And so now his ass is without a job, and he deserves the goddamn misery that he's living, that I perceive that he's living. And I didn't like how he treated me. So but this is not about me. This is about the developmental program.
Yeah, John Laurinaitis is a scumbag, a sleazeball, a corporate fucking weasel, a kiss ass, brown noser, douchebag, pervy. Nobody has a good thing to say about John Laurinaitis. Look, I don't know the guy personally. I'm not going to judge him like I know him, but people talk about him all the time. And the things that you hear, it's like, what the fuck kind of guy is this? You know, his entire purpose in WWE was to kiss Vince McMahon's ass as much as possible, to stay as close to the Vince McMahon inner circle as possible, to keep his own job. And he would bury people underneath him. He would cut throats, kick people out of the way. You know, he wasn't even particularly nice when he fired people. You know, you even hear people, oh, I got that call from Johnny Ace, and there's no real compassion or sorriness, or you know what I mean? Like, he's just the absolute worst corporate stooge, and he can't even ride a fucking skateboard. Carries one around like he's fucking Tony Hawk or something, but he can't fucking ride one to save his life. Can't ride a skateboard either. You ever try to ride a skateboard? It's just scary. Kick, push, and coast. Never mind. But yeah, like Jim Ross, like, and I love this about JR, red ass JR. He's never afraid to hold back. This dude just fucking, you know, if he's crotchety ass old man JR, get off my lawn. He'll tell it like it is. And he's glad Laurinaitis is living in misery. I don't think that Laurinaitis is. I'm sure he got a golden parachute out of WWE. You know, he got a nice big severance. He's a multi-millionaire, I'm sure. He had stock options, I'm sure. Vince took very good care of him, and we all know why, right? Because there was some passing around going on in the office place, wasn't there? wasn't there. A little bit of here, you can play with this now, I'm done with it kind of stuff. Yeah, and he's married into the Bella Twins fucking family, and he signed them out of a fucking, out of a magazine, right? Because he thought they were hot, just models. He's just a gross sleazebag guy, so I get Jim Ross's frustration. And Jim would still to this day be a brilliant guy to have in the head as your head of talent acquisitions, signing people, coach it, not coaching people. Well, he even said on the podcast he can always want it, his dream job would be an NFL coach or a college coach, for football. But if you can't be that, working with the developmental and coaching wrestlers, if you will, is the next best thing. And he's great at that. And he should be doing that for AEW to this day. He's brilliant at it. But I love this kind of shit. I like it when JR gets pissy and just more lovely, wonderful insight into the person that is Johnny Ace, right? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and we're going to go on to the next.
Oh yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it if you liked it. Yeah, and you can check out full episodes each and every Sunday right here on the channel. Oh yeah, dig it.